Welcome to Astro Venture, the DSLR astrophotography channel.
California dreaming on such a winter's day. Welcome to Astro Venture, and no, we're not California dreaming today. We're talking about the California Nebula. But before we get started, if you're new to this astrophotography channel, my name is George, and this is the astrophotography channel for DSLR and mirrorless camera bodies, combined with the lenses we already own in a simple star tracker like the Skyguider Pro or the Star Adventurer. Today we're taking a look at the California Nebula in this episode of Up in the Night Sky. So, California Nebula, NGC 1499. It's 1,000 light years away from us, and in length, the California Nebula is 100 light years across, and in the sky, it's 2.5 degrees. Now, to locate the California Nebula, you're going to be looking for the Perseus constellation. Now, in the Perseus constellation, it's relatively easy to find because of a neighbor, and that neighbor would be the Pleiades. The Pleiades is that bright fuzzy that bright fuzzy smudge in the night sky. And right next to it, you'll find the feet of Perseus. And then going up from the feet one star to the star Menkib, M-E-N-K-I-B, Menkib, you will locate the California Nebula right there. It makes it an easy one because the feet of Perseus are obvious. Coming up one star to Menkib, if you focus on that star, you'll pick up where the California Nebula is, and then you can adjust. So it's a really easy find. Now, to photograph this one, I shot this with a Nikon D600 that is Astro modded. You don't have to use an Astro mod, but it does make it easier because the California Nebula is hydrogen alpha gas. It just means that you've got to shoot and collect more data, but you absolutely can shoot it. And when I shot it on a full frame, I used a 300mm f4 lens. I was shooting at an ISO of 800. My exposures were 2 minutes long, and although I shot 2 hours worth of data, in the end, after throwing out bad images, I ended up with 1 3/4 hours worth of data to stack into my image. Now, with an Astro modded camera, because of the additional light that it picks up with those filters being gone, you generally pick up one stop of light. Now, you may not be familiar with what that would mean is, since I was shooting at an ISO of 800 on an Astro modded camera, my suggestion would be, if you're shooting with a stock camera, kick that up to an ISO of 1600. That would be about the equivalency of what I'm getting by the fact that I'm Astro modded. I pick up that extra stop of light. So you would want to be shooting at about 1600. With that, I shot for, like I said, 2 hours. Now, because if you're using a stock camera, because your stock camera has filters in it to filter out those reds, you're going to want to record data for a longer period. So ideally, I would say minimum you want to go for is 3 hours. And here at this time of the year, and this would be mid-February, right now, early, right after dark, true dark, Perseus sits high above, and then, it moves to the west. It kind of rotates a little bit in the northern hemisphere, but it stays in a really good location for a good amount of time, so you can start shooting Perseus in a prime spot right off the bat. So I would encourage you, get out there, shoot the California Nebula. If you do photograph it and you put it out on social media, please tag it with hashtag Up in the Night Sky. We would love to see what you get. And one more thing before I let you go. If you are new to our Astro Venture YouTube channel. We do have a Facebook group called Astro Venture DSLR. We would love to see you over there. And until next time, I wish you clear skies and uneventful nights. Don't forget to smash that like button.